Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Boise State Broncos taking on the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Broncos' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Kennesaw State's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. They punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. So Boise State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Punt is on its way. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll run it to the right side. Quick spin on the run. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. Let's talk for just a second about Kennesaw State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. When you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
To the air on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. So now it's 2nd and long.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. On the run, it's Sherrod. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Makes the grab down the middle. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Rides to back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Handoff from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Kennesaw State right back to work. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning on the Jets. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. They almost got a first down there, stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. It's complete to the right. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. On target. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Boise State! A great catch and run for 6. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Williams looking for a man. And some room to work. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Snags it on the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. On the ground, it's Scott. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Kennesaw State right back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? To the air, it's Madsen. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. With the catch, it's Bryson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Madsen. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. To the ground with the back. He's loose. Got enough for the 1st. Man, he's already got 43 yards for them on the ground already in this 1st quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Brings up 2nd down.
How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. 1st snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And wings it incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Broncos are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. It was quite a start for Spencer Danielson in his first full season as head coach at Boise State. 12 wins and a trip to the college football playoff.
And you could see him growing as a coach, and, man, the players loved him. Obviously, Ashton Jeanty is gone from that dynamite team, but a lot of pieces back in place. I feel like this is a team, Jesse, that we're going to see in this spot a lot more.
Yeah, I agree, David. I think there's a lot of people out there that just think it was all Ashton Jeanty, but you're right. They have a lot of NFL talent returning at other spots, so I still expect it.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Wants to throw again. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockne and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 7 over Oregon State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Kennesaw State right back to work. The play-action fake. Here's the heat. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man, it's Sherrod. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Fires left. Complete downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. quick strike complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Bennett. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Quickly complete. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams will pass. He's got the tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Got his man quickly. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Run in the red zone. It's Scott. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That gets them back to within 10. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Ford. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Running back searching for a hole. Powers through the defender. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Fires to the big fella. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. He's now up to 58 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A strike downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. Oh, a lot of space. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. And the Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Off play action. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. It's complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. No good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bullock.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Looking for that first down on third and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. Working that left side now. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Gonna look downfield again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. On second and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bryson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Brings up second down.
Williams looking for a man. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They kick it away on fourth down. Here's the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Sherrod. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The kick is on its way. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Line getting set on 2nd down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Kennesaw. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation, and with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The receiver on the jet sweep. Through the contact. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep.
Now, I love when defenses have a plan and they know what they're going to get. They see the jet sweep. They're not caught off guard. Nice job setting the edge, rallying, running to the football, and getting the guy on the ground.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. And his throw is incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw again. He's got him. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. See if they can get the edge on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the ground, it's Diggs.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. Shakes off the defender. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. He'll pull it on the read. Wide open spaces. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Williams will pass. Flips it out to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Kennesaw State right back to work. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Finds his big tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Firing to the right, complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Williams looking for a man. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A little screen to the running back. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and he just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air, using the quick game. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. A 1st and 10 for this offense. The give to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On the ground with the counter. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll do it himself on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This drive will open from the 15. They'll leave it with him. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner goes down. Opening play of the drive from the 39. From the gun, the ground game. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here's the handoff. Creates a little space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Intercepted, just what the defensive doctor ordered. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Power football with the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll do it himself. Nice move to pick up yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Snagged out of the air. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jet sweep to the receiver. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. And the Broncos will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They go to the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. That pass is incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Heaves it deep. Makes the catch down the right side. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking for space, it's Diggs. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll try the run. Sweet cut there. He goes out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. The Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They boot it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Williams will pass. Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give from the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets caught downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. Spins away from the defender. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's on target and complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And the misconnection on 3rd down. His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense, because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front win this possession from their own 20. Williams looking for a man. Here comes the heat. On the move at the 30. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense
lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. It's complete. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown Broncos. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up by 17 over Oregon State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you. A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play. 2nd and long from the 11. Williams will pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll move the tight end. Looking for room. It's Gaines. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Williams looking for a man. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on 2nd down from the 13. Wants to go up top. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They want that clock to run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're going to test the right side with this one. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The lone back's got it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, after the missed field goal, the lead is still 23. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead of you.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.